On the night of Saturday, the 7th of February 2026, a gunshot rang out at a quiet petrol station in Brakpan, East Rand. Moments later, a man lay dead. His name was Wiandre Pretorius, a police informant, a reservist, and one of the most controversial figures linked to South Africa's explosive Madlanga Commission of Inquiry.
Right, where we received reports of an alleged suicide. And when we arrived at the scene, we found a 41-year-old man, deceased man, lying on the floor, together with next to him with a 9mm firearm.
Authorities called it suicide, but the story behind his death is far more complicated and far more disturbing. The Madlanga Commission of Inquiry was created to expose corruption, criminal networks, and alleged rogue elements within South Africa's security services. What began as an investigation into organized crime and abuse of power soon turned into something darker, a web of accusations, assassinations, and fear. And at the center of several allegations was Wiandre Pretorius, a man described by some as a whistleblower and by others as a dangerous operative. What made the situation even more shocking was who was with him at the time. His partner, SAPS Sergeant Wiandre Pretorius, was reportedly present when the fatal shot was fired. Within hours, South African police service officials opened an inquest docket, stating that CCTV footage from the petrol station had been secured and would form part of the investigation. But many questions remain unanswered. Wiandre Pretorius was not an ordinary civilian. He was known as a police informant and reservist, someone with deep connections inside law enforcement circles. His name surfaced dramatically at the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry. There, he was implicated by the late Marius van der Merwe, known to the commission as Witness D. Van der Merwe made explosive allegations. He accused Pretorius of being involved in the brutal 2022 torture and murder of Emmanuel Mbanse, a case that shook South Africa. Those accusations placed Pretorius directly in the crosshairs of one of the most sensitive investigations in the country. But the danger surrounding Pretorius did not begin on the night he died. Just 2 days earlier, on Thursday, February 5th, 2026, he narrowly escaped death. Outside his home in Boksburg, gunmen opened fire on his vehicle. 16 bullets ripped through the car. A targeted hit. A clear message. Somehow, Pretorius survived. At the time, many believed he was being hunted, possibly because of what he knew. Then, only 48 hours later, he was dead. Police have officially described the incident as a suicide, but the timeline raises troubling questions. How does a man survive an assassination attempt on Thursday, only to take his own life on Saturday? Was he under pressure? Was he in fear for his life? Or was something far more sinister at play? The presence of his police officer partner at the scene has only fueled further speculation. For now, investigators insist they are treating the case as an inquest, pending the full review of forensic evidence and CCTV footage. Pretorius' death did not happen in isolation. The Madlanga Commission has already heard of intimidation, threats, and violence against witnesses. So serious is the situation that President Cyril Ramaphosa recently warned about the escalating danger facing those who testify. He called for urgent measures to strengthen the protection of whistleblowers and witnesses linked to the commission. His words now seem chillingly prophetic. The death of Wiandre Pretorius adds another dark chapter to an already explosive inquiry. Was it truly suicide? Was it fear? Or was it silence forced upon a man who knew too much? For now, South Africa waits for answers. And as the Madlanga Commission continues its work, one uncomfortable truth remains. In the world of secrets, power, and crime, speaking out can be deadly.